that they were doing for maybe the last 3, 4, 5 years of their lives, and they're already seeing the effect now that they are in the university, right? So habits shape our life. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems and habits. Your systems and habits. You fall to their level. No matter what wonderful, powerful goals you may set, the habits will determine whether or not you will achieve those goals or not. Are we together? So please make up your mind to review your habits. So why do habits matter? Who wants to tell me? Why do they matter? I have just a few short points on there, but why do our habits matter? Please, I really need it to be interactive. Even though there will be so many pauses. Anyone wants to help me? Okay, yes, please go ahead. Yes, thank you. The habits, what you're doing regularly, consistently, will shape how you're going to get to what you want to achieve. For example, and so I want you to view habits objectively. I want to encourage you to make up your mind that I will always tell myself the truth about what I'm doing. Habits. Earlier on, there was a reference to doom scrolling. It's the ongoing battle I have right now with my 16-year-old. Reels, shorts, and it's just there and there. And so the first question is, this thing that I do, yes, I might like it. It might not seem like it's a big deal. It might be, something about it makes me feel good. But if you can answer this question honestly to yourself consistently, then you now decide whether or not you want to do the right thing about the answer you get or not. And what do I have there? Is it beneficial or helpful? Is it not beneficial or harmful? Hopefully, and then there are some that are neutral. I have a funny example that you can see. We already spoke about this some minutes ago. I won't dwell on it. Those two young people there, they are eating their vegetables. The other young man is doom scrolling on his bed at night, 1 hour, 2 hours. And, those neutral ones, identify them and be objective. I'll move on, but take note and write this down. If you can always answer that question for yourself, then you now decide if I have the discipline to do and stick to the beneficial habits and gradually remove away the not beneficial one. So we're going to talk about 7 F's of fulfillment. I chose the 7 F's just because, and it's pretty, all areas of our lives are affected by this. Faith, family, friendship, fraternity, fun, fitness, finance. You can write it down and continue to think about it. Think about habits in these 7 areas. That's what I'm trying to challenge us to do now. We're going to go through some very quickly. You will mention some, please. You will think about the ones you already used to. But if you look at the way our lives are, as it were, as human beings, these 7 F's, that's why I call them the 7 F's of fulfillment. Your faith, your family, your friendship, fraternity, fun, finance, a big one, and fitness. And fitness can be very broad indeed. Don't look at fitness in terms of just physical movement. Mental fitness, mind fitness, intellectual fitness, all comes there. So fraternity, for those who just, I don't know, in case it's that sense of belonging and sharing within a group where once there's a group where people generally treat each other with kindness, with friendliness and support, but it's not family that call family members. Larger group, for example, where we are now at this community, then that's fraternity. So we move on. Faith. Someone can give me an example of, you can enjoy the slides, but if you have, give me one faith habit. An example that a faith habit that helps you build inner strength. The reflection is also there. One faith-focused habit that strengthens you. Please go ahead. She said, finding something you're grateful for. Awesome. So if you make that a daily habit, what do you think that will do for you? to be able to go through the day and think back and say, what am I grateful for about today? Thank you very much. And you can list more and more. So please, let's have a take-home exercise about these, those 7 Fs, list them down, and think about beneficial and non-beneficial habits on all of them. That's what we're going to do. So we move on. Family. How do my daily actions affect family peace? Is everyone able to read the screen? I will not necessarily mention the things that are there, but it's just for you to, think about it and ask yourself questions. What habits am I applying at home that is disrupting family peace? My parents are not happy about it. My siblings grumble. It's an ongoing job and journey. So we should try to grow, pick the beneficial one, and let go of the not beneficial one. Doing your chores on time. Okay, I move on. Friendship, building positive connections. Again, do my usual interaction with others portray friendliness? How do I treat others? Roasting. Who wants to tell me what roasting means? No. I hope my own teenagers have not misled me. Is roasting a strange language here? Roasting? Yeah, roasting. I mean, I proudly chose it because I have 2 teenagers at home. So, hello, someone. Oops, beg your pardon. Okay, please go ahead.
Roasting is kind of like mocking someone, right? You're like kind of belittling them.
Yeah, that thing. And like I said, I have 5 sons, right? Okay, since my time is up, what's that sound? So I'll move on quickly. But what we're saying is, please, let's watch our habits in the area of the friendship space, in the area of our interaction with others. Even if you don't like someone, you don't have to go out of your way to be like over mean, extra mean, and so on and so forth. But let's pick up the positive habits that stimulate friendship. So, fraternity. Yes, I got this from Facebook and I was so happy to find it. It takes a village to raise a child. So, volunteering to get this organized. Some powerful habits went into achieving it. People that have been committed to doing some things consistently over time. And so, what habits can we help implement to make our community better? You're all in schools. Are there things you can do in your school to make the school environment feel like a community of people that really want to support and help each other? So, fraternity, building community support. And fitness, mental, spiritual, those are examples. What actions, activity makes you feel energized? Can you make it a habit? You did something you knew was really good. Can you make it consistent so that you continue to maintain your fitness? And of course, fun. This one we all love. But at the same time, fun needs to be done wisely because there's a way fun goes and then it turns into something that harms you. So fun is good, it's healthy. There are different ways to have fun. But identify 3 non-screen-based activities that you do for fun. That's a challenge. Someone talked about spending almost 6 hours getting some work done, repairing a machine or a motorcycle. Can you mention 3 non-screen-based activities that you enjoy for fun? That's my challenge to you. Please find them and then make them a habit, right? Okay, I'll just quickly say under finance, one example is Warren Buffett, who is known to have been invested since he was 11 years, and now he's 95 years old. So someone was talking about that habit, that thing you do, and it becomes part of you, and then before you know, it's like the air you breathe. So since he was 11 years, that's when Warren Buffett, I hope some of us know him. You can Google him and research some more about him. And you make up your mind about your habit. It says, do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. So I want to just quickly help you understand 4 basic C's. And please, I'll say write it down. Your conviction, you cultivate it, you become consistent at it, and then the habit compounds to help you into the future. So take note that you need to be sure why you need or want a particular habit. That's the first step. your why. It was mentioned earlier on, so I won't belabor it. But take note of these 4 C's. You have to be convinced, then you cultivate it, then you make sure you're consistent, and it will eventually compound. Compound is an interesting topic that I like because I'm into financial care. When you talk about interest rate compounding, but it's the same thing. That thing that you do consistently, the effect over time becomes really magnified. So if it's a negative habit, the effect over years becomes magnified into a disaster. But if it's a beneficial habit, it's the same thing. So focus on those 4 C's about whatever habit that you have and think about it. If I continue like this with this thing, 4 years down the line, what will be the impact? How will it compound into my life? So I'll challenge you all to track one helpful habit for 21 days. There are different habit trackers. There are apps, you can Google it, but commit yourself to track a helpful habit for 21 days. Or you can use a journal, write it down, put it on a calendar, a log. Track it and see how that makes you feel. Something that you do 6 a.m. every day, whether it impacts you to help you be successful at something. Some of us here play sports. Oh, I want to throw basketball, and I want to make sure that I always do 50 throws every day and see how many I'll get. That's just an example. But the thing is the commitment and the consistency to do it, and then you track it. Tick, the next day, tick, how does it make you feel? And then habit swap, that's another one we can think about. Replace an unhelpful habit with a beneficial one. Can somebody give me an example of a helpful habit that you can replace with a beneficial one?
Something easy, like instead of drinking soda, you can just have juice. Instead of going for juice, you can have water. Something simple for healthy.
Okay, thank you. Instead of soda, you can drink water or juice. And maybe you like to take 2 cans of pop. You can reduce it to 1 can and switch the second can for water. That's how you do a habit swap. You can do gradually, then you stack. So understand early that success is a long game built on self-mastery and persistence. You have to master yourself. It's really mostly about you, to be honest. Especially how the world has become now. People may reject you. Earlier on, rejection, failure was talked about. Do you know that there is no successful person that you want to mention? If you know anyone you follow, whether it's in sports, whether it's in movies, whether it's just in business, whoever that person is, it's nice when they are now successful and they become well known. You're hearing their names. We talked about Steph Curry earlier on, but there is no one of them who has not faced rejection and some failure at some point. So just take it that failure and rejection is part of the journey, and it's a long game. First, you make your habits, then your habits make you. Thank you very much for your attention. I have a little playlet that I just want to share around to everyone. You can take it home, reflect on it some more. And I want to challenge you. Who knows this book? Who has it at home? Okay, that's a good one. So, Sean Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. I want to challenge you. I mean, please don't stress your parents, but bring it up. Maybe save some money to buy it yourself. It's a very powerful book that can help you. Read 3 pages a day. That's my challenge to you. Thank you.
Like I said for the earlier speaker as well, it's not something when it comes to moving here.